Hello and welcome to Torsey Waldridge Kitchen Gardener. These videos are going to be slightly different to what I normally do, so I'm going to do the week in a life of a veg gardener. I'm going to post this one on a Friday, which is a bit of a collaboration of the Thursday and the Friday, and then throughout the next week following I will post from the Monday to the Friday every single day, and you guys can see what I get up to in my crazy work world, life of a veg gardener. Today is Thursday and the jobs on the list are I'm waiting for a phone call for the sleeper delivery. So that will be the base to the cage. So we've got a big project coming up. We've got a small cage and a big cage. The small cage is being completely removed as that's just cut flowers now and no fruit and veg are in there. And the big one, they decided to give it a massive overhaul. So we've got new base coming in and a brand new cage, which I'm really excited about because that one has seen better days now. Along with that, I've got to remove all the sunflowers so the guys have got access to the side of the cage, and pretty much just a few jobs here and there. That'll most probably take me quite a bit of the day to sort that bed out and make it look nice and neat. So I've just had the call to say that the wood sleepers are being delivered in half an hour, so I'm just going to make my way down to the barns. First of all, I've got to get rid of all of that, which is the sunflowers from in front of the cage. Let's see if we can get to the fire pit without losing half of that along the way. Just having a coffee while I wait. Be rude not to. So I went and did the wood delivery, which was fine. The guy left, had a look at the wood, was not happy with it at all. It was absolutely shocking. So thankfully the secretary that works here, she's kindly helped me out to sort it out, but the whole lot's going to be returned. So this is meant to be the base for the cage to sit on, which is wooden oak sleepers, greenwood, but they are terrible. I mean, I can't expect my guys that are coming in to do this job to work with them. So yeah, they've had to be sent back. So part of the drama of work. So I've now got to find another supplier of an awful lot of wood, because it is the cage is 15 meters by 17 meters. So we're talking about a lot of wood. It's really expensive and I got to get it right. So not great start to a project, but life as a veg gardener. What do you think you're good? Hey? You guys just love living in my shed, don't you? Yeah. So I'm pretty much nearly finished with the sunflower bed. Got my trusty rake, and we're just going to go and tidy the rest of this bed up. So it's all looking pretty smart. Ideally, I would have liked to have left the sunflowers. I normally try and leave them for as long as I possibly can, so the birds get to eat all of the seeds. And also as well, it gives the insects somewhere to hide. But because the guys have got access all around the base of this cage, obviously I have to clear it. So I've got my asparagus, cut the stems quite long this time. Also as well, just so I can kind of gauge where I can fill in the gaps, because I sowed a load of asparagus at the beginning of the year. So I'm going to crack on with that, and I'm just going to rake some of this bark chip to the front where the step over apple trees are. Now originally I had a load of lavender that edged the pathway, but the lavender's come to the end of its life, so I've hoiked them out quite a few weeks ago now. It's quite nice actually, because I've been able to see the development of the step over apple trees. So I originally planted these as I think they were like a few years old, and the stems have grown lovely and thick, and they're really starting to get their structure. So I am chuffed about that. I can't wait for the day that you can take the framework away. that will look absolutely gorgeous. And you know, in however many years time, they should look lovely and gnarly like they do on the old estates that you go and visit. So I'm just going to quickly finish tidying up this bed, and that'll be that job complete. Morning everybody, it's Friday. I'm up in the veg garden. It's really dark and dingy and a particularly wet day today, so I am going to be working in the polytunnel and doing a bit of seed ordering. So I've just come up to check on my chickens. At the same time, I passed the office, so I popped in to see the secretary and said the sleepers definitely have to go back, so I need to find a new supplier for the sleepers. At the same time, I got my delivery. So in here we have got the very new Roger Parsons Sweet Pea book, so I am looking forward to getting into that over the weekend and seeing what contents it's got inside of it. I've got his other book, which is really good. Actually, I've got it up here somewhere. This is his other book. Absolutely amazing. I love the sweet peas and I love his sweet peas. And also at the same time, I got the sweet pea order. So just in case anybody's out there who is interested in sweet peas. Oh, it doesn't come with the pictures on it this year. So last year they had the pictures printed out of all the different sweet peas, but if I collect them all up, this is my collection of sweet peas that I have this year. So some of them are the varieties that I grew this year, and others are new varieties that I am trialling out. So that's about it. I've done my temperatures for my glass houses, which I do every morning. So I do external soil temperatures and glass house temperatures, and I'll take you for a walk. This is the weather today. I mean, it's not too bad. I'd like to be outside working, but the ground is literally so wet. I can't get onto the soil. It's really bad. So let's take a wander down to the polytunnel. I'm now at the polytunnels. So this is the one where I grow all of my summer crops, tomatoes, cucumbers, and then the winter that turns into salad. And I've just started to play with cut flowers. So I'll take you for a tour in there in a second. And then we've got another nice large polytunnel, and that's what I grow my ginger, chilies and peppers in. And then just along from there we've got the shade tunnel, which we put it's more of a stock place for plants. So in the polytunnel here, these are all the salad crops. So I do actually get these going, the salad crops going in cells, because the tomatoes, cucumbers, and I grow aubergines down the side, they're not normally done by the time I really need to get the salad in the ground. So ideally I'd like to, you know, sow direct, but unfortunately, because the tomatoes and cucumbers aren't quite out at that point, I then grow all of these in cells. If I need to, I pot them on, and then that's all what I've planted recently. So here I've got some antirrhinums, and the job that I'm doing today is I'm going to be doing my sort of like bulb lasagna of tulips. So I have tried to grow my tulips up in the veg garden, but unfortunately, you know, it's very heavy clay soil and it's very exposed to the weather, so they never really quite look how I want them to. And also as well, I'm hoping that this will be an earlier crop. So these are the bulbs. We get ours from Bloom's Bulbs, which are generally quite expensive, but they are really good quality. So we have a complete array, all different types of colours, and although they are due to flower from March all the way through to May, I'm hoping that we can get an early flowering in the polytunnel. The bulbs are all in the ground now, so I'm just going to bring the compost over the top, and hopefully they will work out absolutely fantastically. Next job is to get the antirrhinums into the ground, and it's pretty much done in here for the moment. All the tulips are now in. Just got to put a name tag in for those. I've got the antirrhinums. So these guys I actually sowed a little bit earlier, and they're actually starting to flower already, which I don't know if that's such a good thing. The cut flowers is something that I'm sort of dabbling in and trying to see what works and what doesn't. So they're an earlier sown crop, and then these guys are a bit later, so hopefully they'll start flowering at some point next year. And I've got the varieties that I've decided to grow was Madame Butterfly, which is an open one instead of the traditional snapdragon. Lucky Lips, which is a whitey sort of cream with the pinky lips to it. I grew that as a main crop this year's summer, and that was absolutely beautiful. That was quite a winner with the family. And I've just done a few drills. I'm going to stick some radish seeds in there. Got to go get them from the veg garden. And I have got a big drill at the back where I've sown carrots in long rooting cells, just to get them going, because also as well I find if I direct sow in here, the mice just eat through the seed and you never really get anything, so I like to try and kick it all off to begin with. But all the salad crops are doing really well, happy with them, and hopefully we'll start harvesting them at some point soon whenever the family need a bit of veg. So while I'm down at the polytunnel area, I'm just gonna go and collect some eggs for the house. So let's go say hello to the girls. Hey girls! Hello girls! Where are you all? There's literally like a handful of them. They're all down the end there. Hello girls! What you found? Morning ladies! Right, let's open up and have a look inside. Ooh! Got a few eggs in here. Nice full bucket of eggs. Go then, here we go. Mind your feet. Thank you, girls. Come on in. Hey. My jobs in the polytunnel are now complete. Pretty happy with everything that I've managed to get done so far today, and I've even managed to pick a punnet full of cucumbers. Woohoo! So behind me are the variety Carmen. They're the long variety, and over that end of the polytunnel they're Beth. They're a small little tiny cucumber, and they're brilliant because they will keep producing until quite late in the season. Luckily it's not been that cold, so they've had that, but obviously as the light levels are dropping, they will now cease to be fruiting a huge amount more than what they are currently. So all good. Let's now head down to the tea barn where I'm gonna try and sort part of my order out for my seeds and get that on the go. Well guys, it's the end of a long day, so after sorting out my seeds, which took quite a long time, I then went round back to the polytunnel just to tidy up, bring my tools back to the veg garden. Then I had to help the herdsman out to bag a bit of food up for the animals, ready for the weekend. And I've just picked a load of flowers, which obviously I wasn't able to film because time just gets so tight, and if you don't get on, you never get out. And I just want to share this moment with you right now.